So I've been recently getting the question, does racism still exist? And the answer to that is a pretty obvious yes. But I got a more specific question recently, which is, how do I encounter racism? People are like, oh, some people even on TikTok or social media are like, oh my gosh, you don't even look black, you're white, and da-da-da-da-da. You meet me in person, you turn the lights off, you can start noticing with a little bit less lighting. It's clear that I'm like dark, right? Okay, let's do one more. There we go, right? You can tell I'm of color, right? You turn off the lights and you can start telling. But when you turn them back on, point is, it's pretty clear that I'm black, right? Now, here's the thing. So how do I encounter racism on a daily basis, right? I have to tell you, there's one thing that consistently happens to me that I would say is the most racist occurrence that happens the most frequently. And people are always like, oh my gosh, there's no way racism still exists. And there's no racism, that we had a black president. No, just because we had a black president doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. Just because I'm a learning specialist, Xxpressions.org and Xxpressions.blog, it doesn't mean that I don't encounter racism. And above all else, racism isn't always obvious, right? People have this idea that racism is blatant racism. It is police officers killing black people for no reason. That's racism. And everything else, that's not racism. Everything else is simply a coincidence. I would argue otherwise. So I will give you my example, but this is going to take a longer video. So hello and welcome to my channel. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. What's the most racist thing that occurs to me on an absolute, I would say weekly basis as an educational professional? People fist bump me for no reason. Okay, hear me out. People are going to be like, oh, you're reaching. That's ridiculous. No, I want you to literally understand something. People, educational professionals, parents, they meet me, and I live in Marin County. Fun fact, if you can get up a Marin County map, I don't know the exact statistics. What racial demographic is Marin County? 85% white and 2.9% African American. So there's not too many of me around here. So no matter who I run into as a professional, at least I would say 5 times out of 10, I go to shake their hand. Hi, Desmond Fambrini, learning specialist. And they fist bump me. Are these lawyers and school district heads and principals and educational professionals going around fist bumping other people as introductions? Now, I get it. You see me, you're like, oh, he's young, he has bright pink lipstick, he's black. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna fist bump him, and then he's gonna like me. Real talk, I will like you regardless. Even if you do this really racist thing, I'm still gonna like you if you make up for it. But please, people immediately see my skin tone and my age. And I go, Desmond Fambrini, nice to meet you. And they're like, hey, what's up? And I'm just left there being like, this is a legally documented meeting. And you are fist bumping me as an introduction. There's no way, right? Now hear me out. You need to understand that there comes weight to that, right? If people are seeing me and the first thing they think is, oh, I shouldn't connect with this person with a handshake. I should connect with this person with a fist bump. You need to understand there's also going to be other expectations that they have for me. If they think, oh, I'm easier to connect with than a fist bump than a handshake, they may think of me as less professional in general. I love blazers. They're also not an accident, right? Because fun fact, I take this thing off and I go to school and I'm like, hi, I'm here for a school meeting. And they think I'm a student. So I just want to say that this is one example, right? And if you are watching this, if you are a principal or a school district head or a board member that has ever fist bumped me, know that I do not hold it against you. But people like me do take note, right? And people out there that are like me take note. When we are treated differently because of the color of our skin, even if you think it's in a good way, your version of culturally responsive interaction could actually be insulting. So I need you to really understand that, right? And this does not just go for Black individuals, right? We have homophobia that's the same way. People think of homophobia as just, oh, people that hate gay people. That's not always the case. The fact that I always get asked for hair advice and I have no idea how to do straight hair at all, period. So even positive stereotypes can be racist and homophobic. Now, I'm not outing anyone. I'm not putting anyone on blast, and I've loved every collaboration, every IEP, every school principal, and every school district I've worked with thus far. I have nothing bad to say about those people. But what I will say is that if an educational professional meets you at a meeting, shake their hand. Please do not give us a fist bump, even if we're Black. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out Xxpressions.org for educational support, Xxpressions.blog for these types of articles that are already written about. Make sure to go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, turn on that super fun bell. Again, Desmond Fambrini. Hope you have a great rest of the day. And of course, I hope this helps. Bye, everyone.